Welcome inside now as we're getting ready to cast up the first game of the day. Got Grant, got Lacoste, and myself. And gentlemen, it's time for DC.SA versus Infamous. Our draft has already started, so let's get into it and let's get our Dota hats on and ready.
Yep, and looking at this, DC.SA fifth player is going to be South American Atune, who has pretty much played with all 9 of these players before. Yep, the Atuna, yeah. Now, very good player. I think he's playing with Mad Kings right now, and they actually lost in the open qualifier to, I believe, in the finals to Iceberg. So, very good player in his own right. We'll see what he can bring to the table here.
I'm surprised, yeah, because there's still, even though we only have 2 South American teams representing here in this league, there are plenty of other still candidate strong teams, Midas Club, and the team you just mentioned. I'm surprised they couldn't find, like, just some other people to step in, especially on that second day of play. But
yeah, it feels like, I think the biggest thing, South America has so many tier 2 teams that they're very good, and you always see them in open qualifiers. Even like Lucchini, they always make to like the top 8, and then you just can't quite make it over the hump. One day they'll make it over the hump, and maybe they'll perform like Iceberg has lately.
Yeah, that's the same thing I asked you yesterday about North American players.
Yeah,
like they just appear, then they do good, then they just disappear.
Yeah.
Could be a variety of things. Some of them show up, they're young, they hit a good stride, and they're like, well, I got to go to school for a bit, and then they come back and they're good again. Some fly away into the mythical land of China if you're like Pat Soul.
Yep.
And
maybe make a name over there.
Maybe make a name over there, yeah. So.
And here we go. We do see whichever team doesn't have first pick seems to be banning Nature's Prophet after like the middle of yesterday. Now we see they obviously Infamous bans it out, and DC.SA is stuck taking AA. It's not like it's a terrible hero first pick, but it doesn't feel as strong as a Nature's Prophet, maybe. But that is a good second opening.
Have we seen Infamous play Earth Spirit yet? I feel like this is going to be the first time we're going to see them play Earth Spirit.
Yeah, I believe.
Did they play before?
They might have played on the very first day,
maybe.
But I mean, Stinger, that's going to be who Jack said. That's the 4-roll, the guy he's looking at. And Earth Spirit's definitely a hero, especially with, like you said, that early nerf to his rolling and whatnot. It's a lot harder to hit those ganks middle, which were so easy before.
And the trending meta is a lot of mid laners who are just hard to kill in general. Pucks and stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Quops. Yeah, they blink away and suddenly you look like a fool.
Yeah, and even those mid laners like Bloodseeker with a Poor Man Shield, like you're doing like 10 damage a hit. You're not really doing anything to him. It's just, it's tough to get kills. And could be a Necrophos middle, which isn't too bad for an Earth Spirit.
Not bad at all. Bat Rider, second pickup, you get your guarantee. BKB Piercing kind of lockdown available, so I'm curious what juicy treat Infamous are going to be bringing out to, have this Bat Rider lasso up somebody and bring it to them. CK had been a recent popular trend.
Yeah.
No more Lifestealer, I've noticed. I don't think we've seen any Lifestealer yet. Is he on the way out?
I believe so. The only person I've actually seen been playing him lately is Mason in FPLNA, but he's the only one who's taking it. So unless, he's on some mysterious team that hasn't played yet, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of it.
How come you don't? What do you think, Lacoste? I mean, I appreciate Grant's answer, but I'm curious about your insight as far as Lifestealer and why he's on the way out. Is it people not really thinking about him as much anymore? Is it the new trending picks are just typically very good against him?
I don't know, with the rise of Necro, he's a really good counter to Lifestealer because he always drops to low HP. Also, you have this AA, who's a good counter. But overall, Nikes, I don't know, I feel like it's easy to kite around Nikes. It's really situational to pick the hero. He has his strengths and weaknesses. I don't know, I don't find him that strong at the moment. But also, people love to copy what others are doing, so when top teams start picking Nikes, probably again, we'll see more of him in other tournaments.
It's crazy how that cycle works. Within the same patch, it's just some heroes are trending, and then their counters come out, and they figure out how to play against them, and we go round and round. And Oracle coming out now makes things quite intriguing. You're picking an Oracle into an AA. Now, Oracle has that benefit both ways, where you're not going to be able to heal anyone if you're hit with a Ice Blast, but you have that Fate's Edict to be able to remove any excessive magic damage and even do a lot of work against Necro. Imagine just totally nullifying everything he brings.
Exactly, and you have the premier, probably North and South American Husker player in Kataro that it's looking a lot more likely now.
Don't you dare.
Because Necro's ulti is pretty bad versus Huskar, right?
Yeah, it is, but it's also super bad Necro against Oracle. He has 2 spells to counter him, plus actually 3 spells, because he can remove all the magic damage. He can just cast ulti whenever Necrocast ulti, and he can remove the Ghost Shroud from Necro with the Purge.
Yeah, that's good. The only reason they don't want to pick Huskar here, obviously, the AA is looming, but you know, that's just one ultimate that can stop you. So if they don't pick it here, I don't think they're going to pick it at all, because I'm sure it'll get banned out by DC.SA.
I want to see some like Stand King level Genius Oracle plays, you know, when he uses like Fortune's End, you can like charge. In their case here, you could like charge it up on the Earth Spirit, and you rolling boulders in as it lands, or you can charge it up on the Bat Rider as they blink in.
I still remember that was the first time Stand King really got noticed. I remember when that went up on Reddit, they're like, dude, what the hell? He just did that on a courier? What has happened? Yeah, that's going to be a Venom.
Venomancer.
Just strong. They have strong team fight and catch already, right, on the Bat Rider and then Earth Spirit Veno. They are lacking a lot of physical damage, though, unfortunately.
And yeah, there's like who's going to bring this one home if this ends up going into later innings, too.
Yeah, because Necro already can outcarry all four of these heroes almost single-handedly.
Something to bring some heavy physical burst or something.
I actually really like DC.SA's draft just because they have the AA Sand King. If that is a support duo, it's extremely strong. Could just be an offlane Sand King. We've already seen that once, I believe, from DC.SA with King Tekka.
Earthshaker's still out there, too, if they really want to get the Brash brothers together.
I'm not a big fan of Sand King offlane anymore. I don't think I even was before, especially with the nerfs coming out from his passive, so he can't dominate the lane that much. And usually, if you just do good as roaming, you'll get the same timing on the Blink Dagger.
Yeah. That's the same for like a lot of these, right? Like Earthshaker as well. Like as long as you do decently, you know, you just get like a Soul Ring instead of Mana Boots and save money and just get an early Blink Dagger. Now, the Veno, so they can go with a middle or a carry on Infamous. DC.SA, we're going to know if that's
Bristle?
Weaver. So it doesn't give away much there. Weaver's probably in the carry lane, but I've seen offlane Weaver as well. There's some people. We're going to assume that's their safe laner. I'm going to.
The classic Ancient Apparition plus Weaver. The Chili Fingers and the Geminite attack has been a pungent duo in the laning phase for quite a while.
And Infamous knows because they played Weaver versus VGJ yesterday. That was the game they lost. They kind of threw, as Jack said, so they know what that hero can do. And Kataro actually had a ton of farm on that hero. It just feels like I like DC.SA's draft because it feels like they're all around better. Infamous, they really need a hero to round it up. What do you think they need, Lacoste?
Well, this is SA's lineup. They can pretty much fight all the time.
Yeah.
Only big cooldown is Epicenter, but they don't actually need it to fight, and Necro ulti, but Weaver can fight all the time, AA as well. On the other hand, you have Infamous, who has big cooldown on ultis. Maybe for DC.SA they need to get something against Venomancer, a pipe carrier, a mech carrier as well. Necro won't go for one, but that's some sustain coming out from the Necro heal.
Tidehunter would be good against the Bat Rider and offers maybe some mech potential and pipe potential, or Bristleback, or some sort of utility fatty.
Yeah, or they can go for Faceless Void as well. It's a good setup AA combo, tanking combo. The ranged cores deal a lot of physical damage.
Wonder if they're thinking about banning the Huskar here. Even though they have AA on their team, do they really want to risk, you know, one AA ult missing and they just lose the game kind of thing?
Oh, they have a good right click from the Weaver. AA, they have also Necro ulti, not the best counter to Huskar because of all the magical damage, especially combined with the Oracle.
Damn, they stole it.
Do you really think like
I told you it'd be a pick? I'm just kidding.
That's so
weird.
Crazy to me.
That's
it feels like it's just a stolen pick because they don't have that natural like paramedic that goes with a Huskar, you know?
Exactly. And this is going to be is it going to be a middle Necro then, we assume? Because I know Attune is a middle player, so he'll probably go on the Necro, and then we're going to have HFN on the Huskar, who I would say is probably the best Brazilian Huskar, and then we have the best Peruvian Huskar on the other team. That's actually crazy they picked it. I love it. Oh, and there we go.
That is some heavy single target physical burst to make up for the lack of it on the whole team.
It is going to be a Attune Huskar.
Yeah, they need a hero with Diffusal Blade. That's against Necrolite, so that's a good one, and it's heavy right-click damage against Huskar. I mean, playing Huskar with no save whatsoever pretty much always ends up badly for the team.
It is.
If you don't have a Dazzle, Omni, or Oracle.
This is a guy who likes to live life on the edge with his armlet toggles, and imagine Excel rolling up on Oracle and just doing a double like Purifying Flames just to blast them down, and it's over. It's scary.
And yeah, good. The last pick links, like you said, the heavy physical against Husker as well as the diffusal on Necro. And we saw him. That was the game they beat VGJ, and him and Leo Style went nuts on the clinks and the TA. Leo Style not really on a game changer, right? Like a playmaker, I should say. This time he's on that Venomancer.
Yeah. This is a guy who goes godlike every game. If he somehow goes godlike on a Venomancer, then I'm ready to shove the guy into the first place.
Oh yeah, Sumail's gone.
Position. Sumail's out for sure. Godlike Venomancer.
I'm interested. This is the first time Leo Style really hasn't played like a Tinker, a TA, one of those heroes that he can just shine. He's gonna need his team.
He played a Bristleback, right?
Yeah,
I mean that's not really a hero you can do some flashy plays, but he still managed to get a
double kill when we saw him. That was
plus he managed to get a godlike at what 13 minutes.
Yep. And here we go. We do see the just wards coming out, smokes from everyone as well.
Can I just say it was South America versus South America? We didn't start with a pause.
We didn't.
We didn't start with a pause.
Interesting. Oh, look at Matthew's actually chasing down Excel. He has boots. He could do a decent chunk of damage, but he knows the team might be up this hill, needs to be careful. And does, and they get the counter ward. So Excel, happy with that, and he gets to use one of his tangos anyways. We've seen a lot of counter wards on that hill. I wonder if people are going to stop doing like that the top dire one right here. It's been countered, I think, 5 games in a row.
I guess it's just that valuable of a spot. I mean, it gives you so much if you're able to kind of get it down scot-free. Or yeah, it's like, or you maybe just wait till later. You know, like after they go and check it out, you come in with a late ward.
Yep.
They're definitely going to have to start playing a bit of mind games with the warding.
It's been that bottom ward now from the Radiant. It's placed a little more to the left. We've seen a lot of people placing it on that hill over here. But this one, probably less likely to get found out. And how the lane's going to go? It is going to be a just Husker middle.
Yeah, well, what's Husker mid going to do against Venomancer? He just slows him down. It's really, I liked DC.SA's lineup more at the start, but once they picked Husker, it seems like, I don't know, everything fell apart for the team composition.
And we're just...
And also the Bone was a genius pick for Infamous as well. We'll see if it works, but looks so good. Yeah,
it feels interesting. Like you could say, oh, well, they picked the Husker to deny it, but they had the last ban. It's not like they had to deny pick it. They could have just banned it, but we'll see. I mean, Atune is a very experienced Husker player. It'll be interesting. Of course, his first Burning Spear uphill, you know, missed. That's a little rough for him.
Yeah, it just feels like maybe, like, I mean, I'm not a pro player, I'm not a drafter, but you're in that kind of position. I felt like instead of just straight up, if you were worried about them picking the Huskar and stealing it yourself, just use that last pick as a Huskar counter pick instead, just in case. But hopefully this doesn't come back to bite them on the ass.
When I played those picks we were trying to steal, pretty much it never worked for us.
Yep. Bottom lane, this Batrider has 0 experience already. They're doing a super good job of just using, you know, his little chilly little fingers there to keep him out of the lane. But now it is pushing forward for him, so he'll be happy with that. It is an offline Necro, though. I guess we didn't really talk much about that. It's a very vulnerable hero, but I guess versus an Oracle Clinks, they can't do much early game to him. He can just leech experience.
Yeah, he's already level 2.5. Once he gets the Ghost Shroud, if they want to initiate with Fortune Sense, then he can use it after.
Bottom lane, they're actually going in. It looks like this will be an easy first blood for him, and they will. Oh, he almost blocks him out, but that last right click from King RD, and good start from DC.SA in middle lane. We're going to see a roll in on Atune. He's going to get super slowed up. Aura Venom plus the Gale, but he is doing a ton of damage to Stinger. They're trying to right click him down, and, well, everyone's just going to have to back out of that. No one wants to go into the tower there.
What, Husker is sitting on 7 CS. He's doing all right as games go by. I don't think he'll have that much of a CS. Already has to commit to the heal. Oh, that's going to be a good heal, actually, against Venomancer. Damage over time plus Necro heal.
We should see, I assume this Earth Spirit is just going to stay mid, pressure this Husker quite a bit, because they can definitely kill him. If it wasn't near his tower, he would have definitely gone down. But the fact he could just hide under there is pretty nice.
Yeah, you're right. If they took the tower first, they could have dived in there, right?
Yeah, easily. And middle lane, we just see both 4s sitting behind their mid players. Nothing too crazy going on.
I mean, if you die as an offlaner for the first blood, it's not that big of a deal. look at the Batrider. He's level 3 at even before minute 3, so that's really good. It's not that big of a deal, actually.
Yeah, just a little extra gold, but it did go to the AA. He was probably happy because he was able to get boots and he'll be able to get a flying chicken.
Yep, I was saying about top lane on that Necrolite. If they want to go on him, they need to commit Fortune's Ends first, but then they don't have any right-click damage or anything to... I mean, no magical damage to remove the Ghost Shroud, so
level
he should be good.
Level 3 on Oracle with that second level of Purifying Flames could definitely offer a huge amount of damage at that point.
Yeah, but Necro can just run away.
He could. I mean, if you get a decent charge, Fortunes.
Need to save Fortune's Ends to remove the Ghost Shroud.
Or someone like Stinger could rotate over.
Yep, and they have that ward up, so they see where he's at. This could be possible.
And this might be it. He's level 2 on that third spirit.
Yep, there it does hit him. Ghost Shroud hasn't been popped yet. Now it is. It gets purged off, but Matthew is here. But like you said, that level 2 Purifying Flames just does quite a bit of damage, and Matthew was almost there to save him, but couldn't quite do it. The only problem now, Leo Style just free farming middle while Husker is forced into the jungle to take these creeps. Rough one for him, and now Leo Style, he's like, oh, I wish I kind of went wards, but I'm still dominating the Husker, so whatever.
He does not need the wards yet, he just wants to have max slow for that Huskar.
He's going to be level 5 now, might save a point depending if he wants to push
yeah,
tower.
Probably he'll start maxing wards so he can pressure that mid tower, and Huskar is not really a hero that comes back into the game easily.
Uh-oh, here comes PETA looking for him.
When he has the Arcane Rune up too. This is more than likely going to be a kill right here. No boots, he has a Windlace, but this movement speed's slowing down. Nope, can't go for it. A is keeping in. Here comes Matthew, only level 2. Level 1 stun, he is going to be able to get off, but Stinger is here. They need to be careful. Place the boulder, doesn't quite kick it. There he goes. It's going to be that. A lot of... That's 2 heroes committed from the Radiant, only 1 from Dire.
A lot of weird action. You usually don't see 5 heroes 5 minutes in because your mid lane is jungling.
Welcome to South American Dota.
Yep, and we do see Veno actually goes that 3rd point in Poison Sting. He's pretty much just all in on that right click fight. Nice counter word coming out from Dire on this hill. If he gets it. There we go.
There you go.
Matthew was like, I'll deny it. If you don't want 100 gold and some experience, that's fine.
You know who I miss? I miss Jack already.
Why?
God, what do you mean, why?
Yeah, why?
Why? Because he talks more than you?
Nah, Jack is overall a nice guy. He's like has that sound like a mob guy from Triads.
Yeah.
We don't sound like gangsters. We just sound like dorks, I guess.
Yeah, nerds.
All right.
HFN's just free farming as a Weaver down here. We've seen the... I mean, the Batrider doesn't even have boots yet. He's going bottle, actually, just jungling right now. Feels like Radiant's getting a little bit more. They're technically down gold, but it feels like Necrophos is getting some top. HFN's just free farming bottom. I guess the Weaver's going to have to make early rotations, though, to help out the Husker.
Yeah, she already has a TP scroll. That's one of the way to help the team. She's high level 5, almost will be level 6, but I'm afraid for this Huskar. He farms jungle relatively fast, but I don't know, there's no save for him. Like, you get a Gale and you're probably gonna die.
Yeah. And we do see he actually takes the level 1 Veno ward at level 6. He's gonna be level 7 here shortly. There it is.
And they're just approaching on the Huskar too. They're not allowing him to feel comfortable even jungling in that area. Stinger stalking them. They have illusions kind of watching.
And this is the problem, like Lacoste said, with no save on this Husker. Like, all they have is a Sand King who can TP in and maybe throw out 1 stun, and that's about it. And they just take middle tower for free. Yeah, it's looking a little bit rough already for DC.SA. They're down 2k gold at 7 minutes in.
And it's a tower.
Yeah, well, they were already up a K, though, at like 5 minutes.
And you look at the CS, like 54, 53 belonging to their team.
Yeah.
Then the Weaver, who has had this bottom lane pretty free.
Yeah, Clinks has done a good job. He rotates in, he pushes the tower.
Oh, pretty ballsy move from Earth Spirit. Oh, there's a Venomancer to follow up. There's enough damage. He just goes down so quickly.
They do kill Stinger on the backside. Now they're trying to freeze Leo Style. He does have phase boots. He's getting stunned up by Matthew, and a little bit of a dive there for a Huskar who, you know, pretty damn under-leveled. Probably not worth it on Infamous' side at all.
Not at all. Earth Spirit just went down. It would have been fine, but yeah, Venomancer getting caught out. Did cost a couple of rotations from the Radiant, but yeah, taking down Venomancer when he's on his high horse is pretty good.
Yep. And now Weaver, we already see him. He's going in middle on Stinger. Just going to throw out a stun. Bugs are on him, so melting that armor. He could maybe possibly dive him. Really wants, looks like it. Raindrop will tank up some of the damage. Quite a bit. I wonder, what's he going with that Gloves of Haste? It could be a catch. I mean, we did see, I believe, Kataro on the other side of things did go Midas Weaver. So it could be the same thing. And now bottom lane.
It seems like they love to build a Midas on the Weaver just to catch up with the farm. I mean, Weaver has good farm potential though with Shukuchi. She farms fast enough, doesn't fall off.
Yep, and here we go. 3 committed down bottom from DC.SA. Here comes the Sand King stunning him. They can definitely get him. He's under the tower. They don't even need detection. He's just going to get ulted up. King Tekka getting those early levels in the offlane really pay off there, and he is dead for some time. They're committing too hard for these towers, yeah.
At least the Oracle on top is getting some juicy XP. We'll get level 6 probably before 10 minutes. That's always good.
Yep.
And there we go.
One more kill.
Ooh, I missed that one, but it is Weaver going on in and
he might get another kill here. Ooh. He doesn't have the bugs up, so he won't have the vision, the Midas armor, and there's going to be a lot. There we go. Stun comes in. He has the silence, and
nice.
That's the classic South American over-commitment right there.
Cute move by Stinger. He has the rolling boulder in, and during the roll gets the stone drop and kick stun. That's cool.
I think the problem is this Husker. He still doesn't have armlet yet with a wand, and he's not even level 7 yet.
Look at the bone damage.
Yeah, he's
just
like, maybe I'll shot him. Maybe I'll farm here, and tiny ass little skeleton man just power shot.
You show up on a top lane with no boots, then you need to go to other place. You're moving really slowly. Oh. What is Kataro Hayama? Look at his nickname.
Yeah,
there it is.
He's Clanks.
Yeah.
It's an anagram, right? Just it's all the letters, but he just mixed them up.
No, maybe it says. What does it say?
It's the HYMT market.
Yeah, how your mother taught me, do the rest. RKT.
Now you got it.
Dang,
you're the creative one.
Put it on his shirt. Let's go.
King Tekka though, now just farming bottom, going for the Veil. Pretty standard on the Necro. Lately.
He dropped that Queen Tekka real quick.
Yeah, he did after TI. I know he's like, wait a minute. Maybe he was with a girl, wanted that, but not anymore. And Weaver, man, he's actually just fighting this Clanks one-on-one, surprisingly. Has bottle and wand.
He went with Treads, so no Midas. It looks like for the Weaver.
All right, so he wants. They want to win this early game. Then when you go Treads on Weaver, Treads Aquila, wand and bottle, it means you want to roam around and get a lot of early kills. And they're sitting up top.
He has to go because Huskar is in a bad position right now, so they can't have your mid and your safe lane to not do anything. Plus they have a good setup. Sanking is level 6. AA will get level 6. There's Stone coming up to him, so. They want to fight right now, even though the Oracle is also level 6.
Yeah. And they're just hiding. They're not really defending top tower at all, so will be a free tower. The cart actually picks it up. Oracle, Illusion. Middle lane, we're going to see roll in. They're going to go. Huskar's in a lot of trouble. He just gets right-clicked down immediately. And this is going to be the problem, right? The Clinks, just too much damage against a Huskar. We are going to see Matthew stun in. They're going for the Oracle. He's going to pop ulti. He will get ultied by King Tekka. And now Matthew going to try to run away. He will drop, though, and Stinger. Will King Tekka be able to bring him down? Doesn't look like he's just getting heals. Still stacking up the Magnetize with those boulders.
He's one more stone. He walked into a new one, but...
Still has heal up.
Yeah, he's fine.
Meanwhile, top. HFN, he's fine with this. He's like, well, you guys are doing the fighting. I'll just take this tower down to half right here.
I didn't see, but it looked like he might have popped up that false promise a little preemptively.
Yeah, I believe so.
May have had it for that last moment at the end if he felt like he was about to die, but...
He had no vision on the Necro, so he had to use it because of the Reaper sight.
Yep. And we see Clanks.
Oh, Batrider picked up a Blink Dagger. Are they going to smoke? Does he have one?
Yep,
yes, he has. They want to get a good kill, probably on a Necro or a Weaver. That Weaver would be the best choice because she died only once. He's the one who's the most farm, deals most damage. Huskar has armlet finished. Enough gold for the boots. 12 minutes in, not bad, huh?
I don't think. Yeah, he's having it rough. I know for a while South American ones just didn't even go boots. Oh, and here we go. They are possibly going to go. Pepita's a little bit far away. He's here now. Will we see him go for it?
Go for it. Blink up over.
Got it. He blinks up over. Do we have silences or anything?
Burst him. They got to burst him.
They Cannot, it doesn't look like, and they use their dust super prematurely, so he just ulties it off. Ult's going to fly top and hit no one, but unsuccessful first gank from that Blink Dagger on Batrider.
Don't know how they plan to actually kill him there. There was
now,
no Earth Spirit.
Oh, he whiffs on the Gale. This might have been a free kill on the Necrophos, but just whiffs his level 2 Gale. Now they do.
They missed the silence
him up.
there.
They're trying to bring him down, but he almost just fully heals. The ulti is going to fly. Nice stun by Matthew, but a perfect false problems coming out. Excel will still be alive, and Matthew's going to go down, and it's not looking good. Weaver.
She will go down as well.
Go down. That is a 3 for 0, and now we see the power of the Oracle right there. Just completely nullifies the Necro ulti and heals up his team while doing so.
Ooh, Ice Blast!
Here we go.
Got him! Well played. Indeed.
Worth it. The 3 for 1. You know, you lost 2 of your cores and you're sanking, but sniped them on the end. They're just going to take a free tower top now.
So when does Huskar
come online?
Do anything?
You
know, that's a good question.
I was trying to find the proper word.
I mean, the thing is, well, what does he do? He just jumps in and dies, right? Like, this guy's going to have to be 6 slotted, it feels like, before he can do anything, and that's probably not going to happen this game.
Dude is living life on the edge even right now. But he does have help nearby. There's no vision watching him at the moment, but...
I mean, if he gets Galed, he's dead for sure. Plus at least one stack of Stick in a Palm, the guy won't be able to turn at all. He needs a BKB as well.
Yeah.
Plus, he also needs what he's going for, Heaven's Halberd, so Bone can't kill him. He needs both items so desperately.
Oh, and they want to get this gank onto Excel into a tower, but all of Dire's kind of around bottom-ish right now.
They'd have to do it quick. Their only stun is Matthew, and False Promise could just deny everything.
Yep.
Pepita's there now, too.
Here we go. Attune's going to go. Matthew's going to miss his stun. They're going to get the counter ward. They knew that was coming the whole time. Boulder comes out. Attune is armlet toggling. Stinger will get ultied up. Can they bring down Attune in the backside? Looks like Leo Style's a little nervous to go in. And the Weaver, he's there. Attune does go down. And now Batrider blinks forward. Does get instant stun by Sand King. Nice ulti coming on the Veno. They do have AA ult on him, but he won't go down. Katara will. And he's just going to bring the Weaver up on the hill so he cannot get away. But he does, because he has an ultimate that makes him go back in time.
We got to go back, Marty. Off the cliff.
Uh-oh, and on the backside, this Veno's in trouble. I can't believe he's sticking around. They just get him down. HFN actually putting in a ton of work there with his early game build. And that was they killed the Huskar, but it seems like everyone else on the team's doing fine.
Yeah, it seems like Huskar will be the sacrificial lamb, just creating space for the Necro and the Weaver. Necro will probably deal a lot more damage than the Huskar for the next 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Now we see Weaver switches off Lincoln's to a Diffusal Blade. Just a very big damage item, especially with that Geminate attack. Ult's gonna fly top, just clear out the creeps a little.
Yeah, with the Diffusal Blade, that's the most cost-efficient item to get the most damage out.
Yeah. Batrider doing some stacks of neutrals up here. Bounty Rune there as well. He could get a obviously 4-staff plus Blink is super potent. You just jump in, get anyone. Matthew dies. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that either. I was watching Batrider torch up some creeps, no problem.
It looks like he just died in the middle lane. Kataro just eats a creep with the Diffusal Blade, uses his first Diffusal charge, and brings him down.
Nice little hit and run. The little assassin here. Oh, look at that. That's actually a pretty nice blink timing for Stinger.
Yeah. That is a very early blink on an Earth Spear. You're right. Usually, we've seen Glimmer Cape before blink a lot of the time, but looks like he's going blink into Glimmer.
They have a lot of great opportunities on their side. Good initiation, good stun, and as mentioned before, for DC.SA, it's really like Sand King to kind of get the party started.
Yeah.
So, and we saw in that last fight, he actually missed his initiation burrow. Things turned out for the better for him, but just goes to show. Mid lane, though.
They have to know because they saw the Firefly, but they're just going to find King Tech, and this will be the perfect kill to get. They just bring him down quickly. Ult's going to fly in and hit no one. Kataro wants to walk into it, but a little slow.
He should be able to see that something fishy is happening. There's no one. That was a 5-man gang. I mean, you don't see anyone on the map. The lane top, it's pretty close to their tower, so someone would be farming that.
Yeah, and they had a ward up there. There's no one in that area. It was super fishy, but
this should be a pretty quick roast. They have the medallion on Veno, actually, if he uses it.
Oh, yeah. It looked like last time I checked into him, he had the Hurricane Pike. I thought we were going to see some knee breaker action, but Looks like he
it's
put
gonna
that one on hold.
come in later.
Yeah.
There we go. Now pops the medallion.
He just wants to have that extra armor from the bugs. Weaver, a
Uh-oh,
lot of
Matthew
right-click damage
again.
also.
Yep,
Huskar.
roll in. Yeah, Matthew just solo kills him right there, and Stinger's like, I'll come steal a little bit of that experience. And on the backside, they're looking. They actually know HFN's there, but it's so hard to stop a Weaver unless you have the Bat Rider ulti up, which they don't.
Yeah, once Weaver gets the Lincoln Sphere, even now they have problem controlling that Weaver. They have only a Silence from Earth Spirit and Lasso from Bat Rider. That's really not enough to control the hero.
Yeah. And,
The Blink Dagger and Earth Spirit makes it a little easier if let's say the Bat Rider is able to start it, but yeah, I would agree. But here we go.
They're going to go in, actually. They're going to go for Stinger. He jumps all the way across the map, brings him down. Shaquille O'Neal from across the map. Oh, AA actually gets the ulti in. Kataro gets ulted up, but he's just going to go down. He did have the Aegis. It's now
Earth Spirit bought back.
Yeah, they had to. They're trying to get into the map. We're going to see a dust pop. They actually see Kataro. They're going to jump in on him. A Toon easily should bring him down. Does with the fire arrows, and now Stinger. If he gets caught, that would be a dieback, and that was not worth it for the Infamous right there. They bring down Roche, get the Aegis, but it's just completely nullified by good team fight.
That was a double damage Weaver in a fight that changes a lot. It's almost 300 damage per hit with the Geminate attack. 600 damage almost in 1 second.
Just like that. And he is going to go Lincolns, like you said, after that Diffusal Blade. DC.SA, well, this Huskar, the Weaver's making so many plays, the Huskar's allowed to kind of farm and then come in a little bit later to make plays, so it's working out for him. Very interesting. It'll be, see if Huskar really makes a difference this game, or if it's going to be HFN.
Yeah, now that Halberd, as you love to call it, is finished, this Bone will have problems. He needs to have a BKB and he needs to pop it prematurely before he can cast Heaven's Halberd. That's the only way to counter it, or maybe a Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah. And here we go, Kataro. On the Clinks, eats a creep. He's looking for a solo kill, possibly that. Well, if he's right on him, he gets like 5. There's no way he brings that guy down. He's looking elsewhere, and he's like, oh, there's King Tekka as well. And they're just going to run away.
Maybe if the Earth Spirit was closer to his side at that one
smoke,
moment,
right?
but yeah.
No, Radiant's just sticking together. No smoke yet, though. Maybe. No, they don't even have one. Seems like they're waiting for like a smoke gank from Infamous, and they're all just sitting around the Huskar. They're like, they're going to go on him soon. We're going to get him.
Did you guys talk about the what looks like Rod of Atos pickup here on King Tekka? He's going to be going for?
I guess he just wants to keep people in place so Huskar and Weaver can do some right-click damage.
And
also, there's a full Solar Crest on Venomancer finish that will help his team a lot.
Yeah, I think the Necro Atos, it's such an easy build-up, right? You get plenty of HP, 12 strength, and you also get the intellect from everything. It's just a nice build-up on a Necro. Top lane, it seems like both teams are just sticking together right now. Pretty much 4 and 5. Qatar's just been doing his own thing, but not farming too quickly, actually.
What a selfless Oracle, man. He's got just Boots, Wand, and he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll get the gem for the team as well. Really leaving himself with absolutely nothing.
And they've done a good job protecting. A Toon has been everywhere with like just half or less than half HP on this Huskar, but they haven't been able to get close to him, and they're just going to be able to push down this tier 1 bottom, but their tier 2 top might also fall. Both structures are fortified. The only problem is Dire will get their glyph back up as tier 1 falls. They need to know if they want to commit, because it feels like Dire really could go base if they want.
The problem with this kind of pushing, if Infamous wants to commit, they have a shrine to TP on and go from the back. That's always the play.
And here we go. Dire's actually here. Nice silence comes out on him. Can they bring him down in time? Doesn't look like it. We're going to see a big ulti from AA. Now, there we go. Oracle ults up on that guy. A Toon just trying to run away. The Bat Rider will bring him back out of his team. Can they right-click him down? There is no Clinks right now, though. And ulti's going to fly. Veno goes down to King Tekka. Stinger goes down. Matthew just runs in the base knowing he's going to die, hitting all those epicenter pulses. Excel trying to sit under the shrine. Nice W comes out from him, though. Stopping the Weaver, and the Weaver's in kind of deep. Will they bring him down? He's out of vision. And it's not looking good. Pepita blinks forward. He needs to be careful, though. And another one fight from DC.SA.
It looked like Excel. I mean, he did a Fate's Edict on the Huskar, and that whole Poison Nova was just completely negated. All that magic damage follow-up after the lasso was completely negated. That's tough.
The problem is when you commit to a hero like Weaver and she does not have a Link Sphere ready yet, Earth Spirit is all in, and there was no bone in this fight, so they could not take her down. There's no follow-up damage. Also for the Huskar, I don't know what the bone was doing. Probably his TP was on cooldown.
Yeah. He just tried to... He didn't even have a TP. He still doesn't have one. He was running all across the map, and if he was in that fight, that Weaver would have been dead instantly. Would have been a whole different fight. And they're smoked up now. They're looking for somebody. There we see King RD pinging out. Maybe something's happening. Uh-oh, and there we go. Dust gets popped. Do they have anything? They pop the dust. They're going to throw the bugs out, and this Oracle doesn't have ult for 10 more cents. This should be an easy kill here, and it will be. That's a big kill. And this Huskar, now he has items. He has an Armlet, has an Halberd, and he has a Dragon Lance. 2.7k HP when he pops the Armlet. He is pretty straight. He went 15% lifesteal over 30 damage. 15% lifesteal is not very much. I'm actually surprised.
No,
not that big of a deal.
Good, no, it's good considering the attack speed and the damage he has. Plus, there's no save for him, so lifesteal is good.
Now we see he's just pushing down that middle tier 2 by himself. Easy damage. Now he has some creeps helping him out. King Tekka here as well. Going third item, Radiance on Necrophos after the Atos, so he has a little more HP. It feels like right now DC.SA can't push into base, but they can just control the map as long as they get some deep wards down and just suffocate out Infamous.
Yeah, Roche might be up in 2 seconds. If they have one more smoke, the best kill they could get is to kill Oracle, steal the gem, and then they can have clear vision on Clinks all the time.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan being used by Radiant, they know something is up, but rather being scanned out, the instant smoke coming out.
This could be a rough smoke. It's going to be Batrider and Clinks. If they find one of the supports, this could just be an instant kill, or even King Tekka maybe. They're getting nervous, so here comes Stinger. They saw at least 2 or 3 heroes there, and they don't want to go. They are actually going to go. Atos comes out instantly. Tekka knew someone was up. Nice play by Stinger. Get a stun and silence. 3 of them. Will it be enough? Magnetize pushing people around. King RD does go down, but Katara on the backside dies to a Toon. Matthew ulting, not going to be able to hit anyone. Over there, a Toon is just melting them with this Huskar. And here we go. We're going to see a TP out from Excel, and he is gone. So, I mean, not the worst fight for either team. Obviously, a 3-for-2 trade. Infamous winning the numbers game. But their Clinks goes down, and I mean, he's all their damage.
Yeah, Clink's item progression is not
slow.
that great.
Yeah, he's been on hold for this BKB for a while.
Yeah, he wishes he was in that fight on the bottom lane near tier 2 tower. He could have gotten some of the kills. Also, Roche may respawn in 50 seconds, so that's gonna be Cheese plus Aegis. Whoever gets that will probably, I'll say, just take the game from there.
He may have wished that fight bottom didn't happen till he had the BKB, but that's Dota for you. Sometimes you don't get those extra few moments.
Exactly, and we've seen a good job. It seems like the DC.SA, the 4 players they do have, they made so much space for a Toon who's like farming neutrals so early, and I mean, it pays off because a Toon is the 2nd highest net worth here.
That's crazy.
He's going to have a BKB and less than 1,000. What can they do to him when he has that?
Not
really
much.
nothing.
I don't think they can focus him with pretty much everything is magical. So with a BKB popped and Bone lacking 1 damage item, they can't really do anything to him.
Yeah, and that Armlet, such a... With the Armlet with BKB is such a nice counter to the Clinks because he does physical damage, but it's like 12 extra armor. He's going to do nothing with his items. And man, this is... Well, Jack said he wants to see DC.SA win a game, but it was going to be Infamous throwing. But right now, it looks like Infamous in strong control. Just
well, Jack is always wrong, so...
Yeah, he's been a little bit off
he
lately.
said, he said DC.SA were going to get their first win based on an Infamous throw.
Yeah.
All right, so Jack is always right.
Well,
But they didn't really throw.
no, they haven't thrown.
All right, so Jack is always wrong.
Yeah, Jack is... I would say Jack's pretty neutral right now.
It was like a
Dire's top tower is
2K
under attack.
advantage, and now it's 6K the other way. I don't think I'd define that as a throw, but
Weaver, free tower, sorry.
yeah, they're still
Dire's
doing a lot of
top
work.
tower has fallen.
The stand-in streak may be over too.
It might be 0-9 to now 1-9. Pretty good odds there. That's what, like 16%? Definitely that's off, but whatever. Roshan is going to respawn in 30 seconds for sure. And I think Radiant's just going to place wards and play around that. Batrider does have a gem. They just don't have damage anymore. we saw that huge play. Stinger got what, a triple ulti stun and silence on 3 of them.
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, he did everything. The rest of his team, they just don't have damage besides Venom ulti.
Well, the problem is they can't deal with Huskar and Lincoln Sphere Weaver anymore. Plus, there is a Sand King AA ulti that they need to dodge. Plus, a Necro who is super farmed right now.
It just sounds like it's too much for him.
Yep.
And it's all on the shoulders of a Clinks here to bring out the heavy damage.
Yeah, now Weaver with level 20, 15 agility. That's like 4.5 extra armor, the damage, everything. This Weaver is secretly fire. It doesn't look like he has a lot of items, even though he's 15,000 net worth.
Oh, jumping from the Bat Rider, I'm hearing?
No, that was just the Husker. He's jumping on creeps.
Huskar.
He's dancing on creeps.
What was that noise?
It woke you up, though.
It did.
That's what mattered.
Got
I
excited.
saw you actually got so excited, like, oh.
A fight, finally? Tension near the Roche
Wow.
pit as
Calm
it's
down,
about to
boys,
come up.
Calm down.
There we go. Husker just killing out some creeps. He has a bottled regen. He's like, yeah, we should definitely fight. If I get an Aegis and I have the regen, man, this is a good day. And they are going to throw the bugs out. I don't like the angle he threw him at. He could have threw him behind maybe, but
He
doesn't
hit
matter.
2. Most important, he hit the Blink Dagger on the Earth Spirit. Will be disabled for the next.
There we go. They're
6
going in.
seconds.
They should be able to. They do. Cheese is still down. They're going to go in, though. Can they kill this Weaver? He doesn't have ulti. Nice silence. It's actually 2 for 0. DC.SA is coming through. The buyback from Weaver. Katara should go down here. Are they going to find him? Yep, nice purge up from HFN. And like Lacoste said, it might be even quicker than he said. He said whoever takes this Roche is probably going to take the game, and they're going for Rax at least right now.
Yeah, Weaver committed a buyback there. She still has that region rune, just time-lapse back. That's one of the plays you can always do with a Weaver, especially for the late game. It's even better than the Fury and takes less time.
Yep. And here we go. They're actually flying in Leo style. He pops a shrine, but he gets AA ulted. He's just going to get A-Toast held down, and he is in quite the trouble. He will go down, but Stinger finds Huskar. Unfortunately, not doing too much damage, and he has the Aegis, can just armlet toggle the poison if he, if he's good enough. Doesn't even have to.
Where's the cheese? Did he already eat the cheese?
Might have eaten it. It was on the Huskar for sure, so he probably ate it. And
Final hurrah coming, I think.
Yep. A tune?
Katara's waiting behind for
Yeah,
maybe
he
a
is.
snipe on King RD.
Yep, they see him. Here we go. Comes back alive. Full HP Husker, so a little less damage, but nice. Triple stun comes out. Matthew, though, doesn't get hit by A-Ult's going to fly. Actually gets thrown
It
in the
still
air.
connects.
Still hits, though, and Stinger is in a little bit of trouble, I think, once he comes back. Will he make it to the...
Doesn't matter. I think I hit with
time?
that Ice Blast. He'll still blow
Yeah.
up. Maybe.
No, he's good.
Okay.
He's just chilling. Oh, BKB gets popped. but
BKB
just
after Heaven's
jumps in.
Halberd.
Yep.
That's not how it works.
And he's just going to die here. It looks like he... No,
Popped
he's
the
trying to
shrine.
go somehow. A tune now going on the backside, trying to kill
Sand King has a
Stinger.
gem. He's gonna go down.
Yep, does die. Now we see Earth Spirit in the air. Might just die to the fire arrows. Nope, will barely survive from that. And
Sveno is dead for so long. Level 2 Reaper sight.
There we
Extra
go.
20 seconds respawn time.
this Atos just holding him in place from the Necrophos, who has a BKB as well. 10 seconds unused, and this is going to be another set of racks. I mean, there's more than likely the game. Yep, good games get called, and there we go. We have no teams without losses now. DC.SA picks up their first one, their first win, pardon me, and I mean, this is
Just the other DC squad that needs
that hasn't played one or lost yet, yeah. This is kind of what I expect from DC.SA. I really do feel this is their best matchup, obviously, because they know the players from the other side a lot better than maybe these Icebergs and other teams. And they just come out. That Husker pick obviously confused us, but as the game went on, we kind of saw they 4v5'd, let the Husker just farm, and he found enough of it.
So was it just Digital Chaos SA's lineup just needed that extra bit of time and nourishment to be able to come online and make it work and build through the holes of Infamous, or do you think Infamous kind of let this one get away?
That's pretty much the Weaver show. The item choices, pretty much everything, the movement she did, just helping out the team. Look at the damage. It's 16,000 damage on the Weaver. The second one on his team is King Tekka on Necro, 10,000.
Yeah, the Necro was kind of docile this game for all the Necros we normally see, but he was just there. He did his job.
It was an offlane Necro,
Good
though.
utility. Yeah, I mean,
Items come
didn't need to be
a bit
the
more
star
late.
show.
Yeah, it felt like he was just there. Like, usually you don't pick a Necro just for the heal, but he was there to just control his team, do a little bit of extra damage with the Veil. And Matthew, it just felt an all-around good game for their team. Like, besides the Weaver having a stand-up performance, the rest of them just played solidly. The mid lane went very poorly for Katara in the beginning, pardon me, for Atune in the beginning. But he brought it back, and it felt like, yeah, the Clinks just didn't have items.
Yeah, they managed to kill Clinks a few times at the early stages, so his Diffuse Blade came a little bit late, and the second item did not come at all. Like, he had a BKB after that was pretty much it.
They just didn't have farm at all, and when your Venomancer only has 13,000 damage done, it means either the other team just avoided fights perfectly, or you're just not using your ulti at all. And we didn't see that many ults, right? Like one bottom and one middle, and that's about it. As a Veno, I mean, Leo style, he's a game changer, and there was no games being changed by him.
I'm expecting that they're going to try to get Leo Style back into the spotlight for the next game. I mean, we were already kind of concerned, like, oh, our boy Leo Style with Venomancer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is this the first game he was not godlike?
No, he won other game, but he was very close. So I think 5 for 7 now? It's still pretty good, I would say. 5 godlikes out of 7 games.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think the Stinger, he had a good game. I think out of all of them, this Earth Spirit definitely had the best game of them all. Just, I mean, that triple silence stun ulti up at the top thing, but they don't have the AA on their team. Like, if the AA was there, they would have easily got it, and that will be the end of Game 1. DC.SA picks up their first win. Infamous is probably like, wait a minute. We got to get these wins. Like, we need to make the playoffs. We need to get in there and just do it. And they're going to look forward to do that in Game 2. So we'll see you around in a couple of minutes. Tune in still.